Hi, this is Barry here, and you are very, very welcome to today's podcast episode. Now, a while back, I was just watching an old video by the late, great Bob Proctor. And he was talking about going to a dinner somewhere where he was sitting beside a lady, and they were just talking about the topic of success. Now, I don't know what this particular lady had done in business, but she had done well for herself. And in the conversation, she had said to Bob that when it comes to being successful, she had said that it's 95% mindset and 5% tactics. Now, a lot of us have that probably the wrong way around, where we think if I get 95% of the tactics right, well, then I'll be successful. But when you think about it, there's so much knowledge out there on the internet right now. You can go to YouTube, you can become an expert on any particular topic in a matter of days or a matter of weeks with all the free content that's out there. But with all that free content out there, why aren't more of us being successful? Even if you think about weight loss, again, go to YouTube. You're going to find people who will show you how to burn calories, how to reduce calories, how to shop properly, how to eat healthily, how to exercise well. All that content's out there. So why aren't all of us walking around with six packs? And I think it's because of the topic that lady said. It's because 95% of your success is mindset. Again, I'll ask you this simple question. Do you see yourself as being successful? Do you see yourself as being someone who can make maybe $10,000 a month? Do you see yourself as someone who has an email list with 20,000 subscribers on it? Do you see yourself as someone who owns a digital product that pulls in $1 million in a couple of weeks? I want you just to think about that for a moment. Just pause and think. And just think to yourself, do I genuinely see myself as being successful, as being in those situations? A lot of us don't. I was reading a book recently where a lady was trying to lose weight. Now, she had done everything right. She was exercising, she was watching her calories, she was doing everything she was supposed to be doing to lose weight, but for some reason she was hitting a mental block. She wasn't getting the results. The weight wasn't falling off as quickly as it should be falling off. And then someone asked her this one question. They says, can you see yourself being thin? And when she thought about it, she genuinely couldn't. I don't know how many years maybe she'd been carrying around the extra pounds, but she couldn't mentally picture herself being slim. Regardless of all the techniques, all the different things she was doing to lose weight, she couldn't actually picture the end result. She couldn't see herself in a thin body. And because she couldn't see herself as a thin person, I'm sure you can see that she had this mental block that was never going to get her there. And even if she did get there, she would bounce back again because she couldn't see herself being thin. So in her subconscious mind, she was going to sabotage herself, where she would probably not exercise as much, or she would go back to fast food so that she would return to the mental picture of herself being fat. So again, I'll ask you that question. Do you, in your head, can you see yourself as being successful? Can you see yourself, bringing in a couple of $1,000s a month? Or having a huge email list, or having, thousands of subscribers on YouTube or TikTok? Can you actually see that? Now, if you can't see that, well, then it doesn't matter how many techniques or tricks or videos that you watch or books that you watch, you're never going to get to that point. And even if you do get to that point, you're going to sabotage it at some point. You're not going to show up as consistently. Your content isn't going to be as good. You're going to lose motivation. You're going to drop out. And I think that is a problem for a lot of us who have online business, is that we aren't working enough on the mental game. We're working on the techniques, the knowledge. We know so much about, on online business. We know how to create TikTok videos. We know how to build websites. We know how to create content. We know how to send emails. We know all the knowledge. And yet we're not having the success with that knowledge. And I think it is due to what that lady said, is that success is 95% mindset and 5% technique. Because you'll find sometimes that people who don't know much about the internet, they could be maybe a week on the internet, are earning far more money than you. And the reason is that, they don't have as much knowledge as you do, but they believe in themselves. They can see themselves earning money. They can see themselves with extra subscribers. They can see themselves with a successful podcast. Now, naively in their head, they can see all that. And because they can see that, they actually have more success than you, even though they don't know as much knowledge as you. So if you find maybe that right now you just seem to be bumping up against a limit, you just aren't making enough money, you're just not getting past that subscriber count, you just can't get beyond the level that you're at right now, it probably is more of a mindset thing than it is on a knowledge thing. It's not that you need to watch more videos, find out more sneaky tricks, techniques, tactics, whatever. It's that you need to work on your mental game. You need to see yourself as someone who is in that position. Just like that lady, you need to see yourself as a tin person. You need to mentally see yourself as someone who could have 10,000 subscribers, who could make $10,000 a month. And you'll find that the more you just maybe take a few moments every day and just close your eyes and visualize that person, that you will start to release whatever block you have in your head, and they'll actually start to move closer to that target because you can actually mentally see yourself as the person that you would like to become. So remember that today, that sometimes it's not due to how many podcasts you listen to, how many videos you watch, how many books you do, how much coaching you get. It's a lot of a mental game more than a knowledge game. So bear that in mind today, is that, sometimes, as that lady said, sometimes our success can be more mental than tactics. And it can be up to maybe 95% mental and only 5% tactics. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.